It's time for Florida State football. This is Inside Seminole Football. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.
Welcome to Inside Seminole Football with Coach Willie Taggart, Tom Block. Coach, congratulations, a thrilling 28-24 win at Louisville. Come from behind fashion. I know you're pleased with the way the team responded in that second half in particular.
Yeah, it was great. I knew at halftime our guys were really encouraging each other, to hang in there, and that it was a long game. Constantly kept hearing guys saying, "Don't look at the scoreboard, just play each play." And I felt comfortable with our guys at halftime that they'll do what it takes to win that ball game, and they did.
I thought the fight showed up early in the game too, even though it was 21-7 at half. After Louisville grabbed the lead and the crowd was into it, you immediately went down the field and answered right away. That was a good step.
It was, and again, our guys executed and not made any mistakes in that drive, and it was important for us to go down there and score. And Nooney scored on the screen play that really got was going a little bit their offense there late in the first half.
The end of the game, Coach, it was a couple of seniors who really stepped up with big plays. A.J. Westbrook defensively, and then Nyquan Murray again offensively.
Yeah, it was great to see. And I talked to those guys about that after the game. For seniors to step up in a ball game like that when we needed it the most was huge. And hopefully that's something we can build off of. And we need those guys to continue to make those winning plays.
I know it's just one win, and you can't let the highs be too high or the lows be too low, but it feels like from a psyche standpoint, what happened on Saturday could be pretty significant.
Oh, absolutely. It's something we've been stressing. It's something we've been struggling with this year, just dealing with adversity, and we were down. And, for me personally, I like that win for our football team more than it's a blowout win in a game. I thought it was good for our team right now, and hopefully we can build off of it.
28-24, the final. Florida State outscores Louisville 21-3 in the second half to get the win. We will fire up the highlight machine, take a look at the highlights. We continue right here on Inside Seminole Football. Welcome back to Inside Seminole Football. Coach, it was a beautiful day for football in Louisville, and I know a beautiful sight for you was that Landon Dickerson was back out there on that offensive line unit. He's a key guy who unfortunately has been injured much this season.
He is. He's key because he's a really good football player, but also he's one of our vocal leaders on the offense side of the ball, and when he's out there, he's getting guys' attention and making sure guys are locked into what they have to do. Also, he's a good communicator for guys that's playing next to him to help them out as well. So having him back and his mentality and it really helped our football team.
Wound up going the complete game without allowing a sack. The entire offensive line I'm talking about, first time against an ACC opponent since 2014 in Georgia Tech.
It was really good by our offensive line. It's just showing improvement. Those guys improving each and every week, and that's what we ask them to do, continue to improve. And if they improve, we're going to improve as a football team. And it's great to see that our guys were doing that, and to not give up a sack was huge, and we need to continue to do that.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Florida State won the toss and deferred, so Louisville gets the football to start the festivities.
Logan Tyler approaches, puts that left toe into it, gives it a high end-over-end ride. Will come down around the 2, returnable to the 5, to the 15, to the 20-yard line, tripped up on the 22-yard line. Empty backfield, the snap, pass, looks, here pressure, gets the pass away, underneath, caught ball at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 15, we run a cat blitz and a completed pass to Des Fitzpatrick. Trey Smith comes in motion now, wide to the right, here's the snap, and Juwan pass, looks upfield, throws it upfield, caught ball, tackle made immediately at the 45-yard line. With the ball held on to red jerseys. Here is the snap on 1st down, dropping. Juwan pass made. Trey's going to run to the 35, to the 40, outside the numbers to the 35. Stiff arms to the 30-yard line. Long count. Here's the snap. Here comes pressure. Up the fumble. It's a fumble. It's loose. It's gobbled up by the quarterback by one hand. has a good snap, gets the kick away, and it's an end-over-end kick coming down to DJ Matthews. Going to drink about it, hits at the 1-yard line, rolls to the 1. It is inside the 1-yard line by the Louisville Cardinals. Gabers in the backfield, an extra blocker, hand off to Akers, tries to cut it up the gut. He'll get out to the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. Claps his hands. Here's a 3rd down 5 snap. Has protection, looks upfield, gets the pass away. It is dropped in and out of the hands of Trey McKinney. Hassan Hall in the backfield, the lone setback. Take play action fake, rolling to his left. Pass, gets the pass away. Caught ball by tight end at the 30. Spun around and dropped right at the 30-yard line. They may give you progress in the backfield. Here's the snap. They'll feed the ball to Hassan Hall. Running to his left. Got outside, contained. Made a guy miss to the 20, outside the numbers. Down the sideline. Spins off a tackle to the 10. And he steps out of bounds. Here is the snap. Pass dropping to look. He's going to run the ball to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Louisville Cardinals. 14 yards by Jawan Pass. And the Louisville Cardinals lead early, 6-0. Francois in the shotgun formation now. We'll send Trayshawn to the right. Trayshawn Harris got the corner. Turn to the 40-yard line, close to the first down. Need to reach midfield, the 50-yard line. H-back to the right side, handoff to Akers. Slams it into the hole. He's got a first down and then some to the 45-yard line. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Here is the snap. Pressure coming from the outside. Looks upfield, throws it all up. Caught ball. Keith Gavin at the 25. Step arm to the 20. He's inside the 20 at the 18. In motion, Akers dropping. Here comes pressure. It's about underneath path. It's caught at the 15 to the 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Naquan Murray. Touchdown, FSU. Boy, they sent 2 blitzes, one from either side, and Naquan was wide open. Quick answer, 2 minutes and 21 seconds for the Seminoles to go 75 yards and tie this ball game at 7-7. They got a sidecar right on first down, rolling right is pass, looking to throw now, gets the ball away, throws it deep downfield, it is caught in bounds. Caught ball inside the Seminole 30-yard line by Jalen Smith. Pass awaits the snap, hands it off, they're going to run the ball. Trey Smith to 15, to the 10, to the 5-yard line. Now Trey Smith, Jawan Pass with a long count. Play action, he hands the play action fake, gets the pass away, caught ball. Easy pickings for tight end Mickey Crump. Well, Jawan Pass is passed for 2 touchdowns now. DeAndre Francois slaps his hands, drops back to throw. Play action pass, flushed out of the pocket, running to his left. He's going to run the ball. He runs into a couple of tacklers, got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Motioning to the wide receiver, Damarian Terry. Here's the snap. Pressure coming, picked up, pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. Logan Tyler awaits. They come after it, gets the kick away. It's a better punt now. Backpedaling goes Rajay Burns. Burns makes the catch. Up the middle he goes to the 50-yard line. He's to the 45-yard line of Florida State. Spun around and dropped back near the 49. Down 10, they move left from their 29. Inside handoff. They'll test this side and misdirection handoff. They had an H-back coming up the gut. Mickey Crumb. Wide open space behind the line. Is dropping to throw. Pass is under pressure. He'll go down. He's sacked at the 35-yard line. Second sack of the game. I don't know if Marvin Wilson got there first, but he sure finished it off. Knowles moving left to right, trailing 14-7. Naquan Murray in motion. Handoff going the opposite way as Patrick cuts it up against the grain to the 30-yard line. He's got a Florida State first down. DeAndre Francois slaps the hands. They don't. We're trying. Maybe here's the snap. Delayed. Blitz coming. Gets the pass. Caught ball. Falling down. And a flag thrown for a false start of the Seminoles. It's a pre-snap violation. It is second down, sidecar left. The drop back is throw on pass. He's going to run. He gets the pass away. It's overthrown, incomplete. Trey Smith now, sidecar to the right hip. Here is the snap a little low. Dropping his pass. Pass dropping, gets the pass away. It is an incomplete pass. Again, big pressure coming from the right side. Stands at the Louisville 6-yard line, gets the snap and gets the punt off. Wobbly knuckleball kind of punt. It's going to hit a Seminole. It's going to hit toward the sideline, diving for it. It hit the helmet on the back of a Florida State Seminole, and London Yacopo recovers the ball. And Louisville ready to go to work from the 46-yard line. Pass by caught ball in between the safeties to the 25-yard line, to the 20-yard line, near sideline, dropped to the 18-yard line. With shotgun formation, inside handoff, they'll run the ball. Then old stuff it for no gain. Boy, what a big fumble football. Picked up by the Seminoles. It's Brian Burns. Outside the numbers to the left. Burns is tripped up. And the Seminoles recover the fumble.
Recovered by the defense.
Yeah. Hassan Hall, running back, fumbled the ball. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, dropping DeAndre Francois. Got to run the ball. Calls his own number. DeAndre Francois gets it out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Half a dozen on that quarterback keeper. Here's the snap. Looking left. Draws him. Looks up there. Throws the ball toward the sideline. Caught ball inbounds or no? Caught ball inbounds. He was. Great grab. A toe tap at the 49-yard line of Louisville. And a tight end to the right edge. Here's the snap, and here comes pressure. Francois looks, dumps it off. It is an incomplete pass. Should have been a flag, none thrown. 4th down and 7 here. Out of the Seminole timeout, the snap, they send a blitzer, picked up nicely. Francois throws the ball, batted into the air. It is incomplete, and the Noles do not convert on 4th down. Today, Cardinals 3 of 6. Here's the snap. Jawan pass, drops back to throw. Dropping back, under pressure, throws the ball upfield, and a one-hopper cannot be caught. That's in that area. Here is the snap, dropping back to throw, pass throwing to the right side. Caught ball, tackle made, well short of the 1st down. Yeah, unsafe, play it. Here's the snap, the kick, end over end kick, and this is going to be way too long. He didn't want to kick it into the end zone, I'll promise you that. In white jerseys, guarded pants, snap, inside play action fake pass, underneath, caught ball by Murray. Murray to the 30, Murray to the 33-yard line. Francois awaits the snap, sidecar left. Here's the snap, dropping the pressure coming, picked up, dump pass, deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Good snap. Logan Tyler gets the kick away, and another boomer. Another boomer. Rajay Burns underneath it will return for the 21-yard line. Got a block, and he runs into a Florida State Seminole and is dropped in his tracks. 1st down and 10. Pass dropping, delay, blitz, and he's got the pass away to the 40, 35 to the 30, to the 25-yard line. Louisville gets a huge play on 1st down and 10. Here's the snap, pass looking, gets the pass away toward the end zone. It is incomplete. Flag thrown for pass interference. Back at their 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Jawan pass looking, send a delay blitz. He's going to run with the ball. He's going to be tackled at the 4-yard line. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Throwing the ball toward his left. Jawan pass throws toward the left. It is caught ball. Touchdown, Louisville Cardinals. And with 10 seconds left, the Noles are down 2 touchdowns. Came back, we're going to kneel down now and take the knee, and that'll be the final play of the 1st half. And at halftime, the Cardinals have the advantage, up 21-7.
Coach, fairly significant right before the end of the 2nd quarter that Louisville gets that touchdown to expand their lead to a 2-score lead. The defense was struggling against the pass against Louisville this past weekend.
Yeah, we wasn't playing discipline in the secondary, and guys wasn't in the zone they were supposed to be in, and it got us in that game. And we was fortunate a couple of times where they had some errant throws where a guy was open. So we got to tighten up on the back end and make sure that we're playing disciplined football and guys are where they're supposed to be. If not, those things will really hurt us.
At the half, Louisville with the lead 21-7, but as we mentioned, as you know, big comeback for Florida State coming up, so stay tuned. We'll get to the 2nd half highlights momentarily.
Again, I can't sit around and talk about doing something if I'm not doing something. So Tanisha and I would like to do something. We need more.
And do something Coach Taggart and his wife did with a $1 million donation when Florida State Seminole boosters announced their $100 million campaign. The fundraiser was named the Unconquered Campaign, in spirit of the tag FSU athletes and fans used to express their competitiveness and passion.
It's all about student athletes. It's about our facilities, obviously, that the student athletes play their sports in. And it's something that Florida State really needs to take a look at, and we have taken a hard look at it. And we announced the campaign tonight that we're ready to get started on raising some money.
President Thrasher announced that a bulk of the campaign will be responsible for funding the new standalone home for Seminole football.
The football facility will be about $60 million, and then we're going to renovate the Moore Center, which really applies to everybody. The renovation there will, all of our, we call them Olympic sports, will be housed in that area. They'll be fed there. They'll have their weight rooms there. They won't be spread out as they are now over campus.
The campaign will also include the transformation of the Don Veller Seminole Golf Course to a Nicholas Legacy course, a commitment in supporting the priorities of women's athletics, investments to improve the infrastructure of Dick Howser Stadium, and renovations to the Tucker Civic Center.
We have some great facilities at Florida State, no question about it, but they're getting a little tired in some respects and need some renovation. And if our student athletes are going to have the best opportunity to perform in their individual sports, we think and we thought that they needed some improvements. So this is what this campaign's about.
The transformation of the Seminole Golf Course is well underway, and almost 25% of the campaign money has already been raised, not only for the new facilities, but for student athlete scholarships as well.
Well, there's $9 million endowment for scholarships in the $100 million campaign. And so there's money for all sports. Female sports benefit a lot, basketball will benefit, baseball will be upgraded. So I think it really is, I think, in the end, a win-win for all athletics and for the entire university.
The Unconquered campaign will last for 5 years and will be representing the Seminole Boosters, Florida State Athletics, and the university's efforts to advance the entire athletic program.
You know, I'm here to do something. We need donors here to do something. We need student athletes here to do something with us to get there.
When you donate towards facilities, you really are helping the next generation. And we could rest on our laurels here at Florida State University, talking about how great we've been, but really the best is yet to come. And I think under the coaches like Coach Taggart and Coach Alameda that you heard today, and you see some of the young women that you meet who are playing here today and the young men who are playing, you know the next generation is ones who will really benefit from the donations that we make today.
Unconquered has served as a unifying word and an enduring symbol of strength for Florida State University. And it is in this spirit that by 2025, Florida State's commitment to their athletic program will have positively affected the lives of Seminole student athletes for generations to come. I'm Morgan Duell for Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Football. Coach, it was 21-7 Louisville at the break, and they had the momentum, too, with that late score. How much did that score change what you were trying to do offensively? Obviously, you had to throw the ball a little bit more at some point.
Well, it did. I think really in the first half there, we didn't have the ball as much. Louisville did a great job of time possession, and defensively we didn't get off the field. So that limited opportunities for us offensively, and then being behind. Coming out of the second half, we still wanted to establish a run game, and really didn't get it going as much, and then stubbed our toe there at the first drive. But then after that, we found a way after that punt return by DJ Matthews to get some momentum, and then the touchdown by Terry really helped us. But it was really good for our guys to come out there and make those plays and give us some confidence.
I know you'll continue to work on the run game, but it's not as if it's a one-trick pony in the passing game. I mean, you've got a lot of weapons that are starting to emerge there in terms of pass catchers.
It is, and we knew that going in. There were some young guys out there, but they're very talented, and if we can give DeAndre some time, then he can get the ball to them, and they can be explosive for us, and that's what we're seeing out of our offense right now. And we need those guys to continue to make plays for us, and our O-line to continue doing what they're doing, and the run game will come.
Let's take a look at an exciting second half from Louisville.
Anthony Grant awaits the opening kickoff of the second half. Kick will come down about a yard or two deep, and Grant is told to take a knee. That zone read looks. High snap, hands the ball off, and Cam Akers slashes his way off right guard and across the 30-yard line to near the 31. Third down 10. Empty backfield. Francois looks right past him. Caught ball by Nyquan Murray. Murray 30 to the 34-yard line. Will not get the first down. Front. Logan Tyler left foot into it. Endover in kick returnable. No, fair catch call for it. Tight end to the left of the formation. Run the ball that way. Running the ball. Daylight to the 40 to the 45. Outside the numbers. Tackled from behind at the Seminole 49-yard line.
Running successfully all game.
Ari Everett goes 267. A tough guy. When here's a handoff under the right side. Seminoles cannot get. No, they do get to contain and bring him down. Takes the snap, empty backfield, looking, pressure coming. East gets hit and he throws the ball and threw it too tall. DeAndre Francois gave Neighbors in motion. They threatened the blitz, picked up. Handoff goes to Cam Akers, and there's just nowhere to go. Empty backfield now, dropping. Francois throws the ball, caught by Akers in space. Akers will be tackled for a loss at the 9-yard line. It was underneath center now. Here is the snap, pass, draw play. Hands the ball off. Hassan Hall hits the corner turn to the 20-yard line. Outside the numbers to the 25, and he's running about at the 29-yard line. Out of the pistol formation. Go on pass. Hands the ball off and up the gut explodes. Trey Smith, he's got a first down to the 45-yard line. 4 games, none today. Here's the snap. Drop the ball. Has to get down on a knee and grab the ball. He handed off before he fell down on his knee. The snap, a good one. Empty backfield. Here comes pressure. Fumble football. It's picked up, dropped off by the Seminoles. We've got it. No, it's still loose. And the Cardinals come up with it. We'll accept the punt now. Here's Mason King, another good punt. Backpedaling DJ Matthews will field it at the 15. Runs to the left to the 20, to the 25. Outside the numbers to the 30, 35 to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet to the 44. Neighbors in motion now. The snap. They play action fake, dropping to throw. DeAndre Francois throws a deep pass downfield toward Tamari and Terry. He's in there. That's it.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Tamari and Terry. A great throw by DeAndre Francois. And Tamari and Terry has his second big catch for a touchdown in as many weeks. Terry, tight end to the right, dropping to throw, pressure coming. Gets the pass away. It's a caught ball at the 45 to the 50. Inside the numbers to the 40, to the 30-yard line. It's Atwell to the 20, to the 10, tackle at the 7, and a flag throw. Just scored on a big bomb. Here's the snap. Pass dropping. Gets the pass toward the end zone. Receiver open and overthrew. It's in his range. Here's the snap to go on pass. He'll hand the ball off. Running to the right side is Trey Smith. He's going to be bulldog down right at the 25-yard line. Leading by 7. Nice snap, good spot. Here's the kick by Creek. He's got plenty of leg, and this one is good. It's a 2-score ball game with 21 seconds left. Creaky kicks a 42-yard field goal. Side of the formation. Here is the snap. Francois looking downfield, throwing down a caught ball. Trey McKinney to the 46-yard line. He has a Florida State first down. Empty backfield for Francois. 2 receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Feels heat coming, gets up the ball off. Caught ball by McKinney to the 50. McKinney to the dives ahead. I don't think he got the first down. He's close to it. 4th down and 1. The snap high, handoff at Cam Akers. He'll dive, and I think he got the first down. Great effort by Cam Akers, and that will move the chains. 17, a short 17. Dropping to throw out of the gun. Francois crossing route. Caught ball to DJ Matthews at the 35-yard line. Power formation, dropping to throw. Here comes heat. Francois' pass. Caught ball, first down to the 25. It's Tamari and Terry. He's bottled up and dropped, and they try to rip the ball away. Whistle sounds. We trail by 10. Need a score. Inside play action fake. Dropping back to throw. Francois throws toward the far corner of the end zone. It is a caught ball. Touchdown FSU. Touchdown Florida State. Into the arms of Trey McKinney. Touchdown FSU. Great throw and a phenomenal catch by that big tight end wearing number 6. And it's 24-21. Hassan Hall is the running back. Sidecar to the left side. A pass, dropping back pass, pressure, is the pass away. It is an incomplete pass, knocked down by Hamza Nasraldi. To the line of scrimmage again. Here comes the snap. We drop back linebackers. Pass, looking, throws a pass upfield. It is a caught ball at midfield. Tackle made short of the down and distance marker. Knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Comes in motion. Here's the snap, pass to the far side. Got a halfback pass. Dropping back to throw. It is Florida State. Snaquan Murray to the 35, to the 40. Steps out of bounds at the 42. He has a Florida State first down. Francois, that's Patrick. Here's the snap. Here comes the stunt. Francois rolls up, throws the ball downfield. Got Tamari and Terry. He goes up, cannot make the catch at the 30-yard line.
I hope it's not man-to-man.
Here's the snap, pass, looking. Now Flush, he's got to call his number. He's going to be snagged and dropped before he reaches the 45-yard line. Brian Burns gets to Jawan pass and drops him at the 44. That's the wide receiver. Dropping back, Jawan pass, throws a pass, and he caught ball, first down to the 50. Outside the numbers to the 40. Out of bounds he goes. That's Jalen Smith. Field goal would tie it, take us to overtime.
Watch the play action.
Here's the snap, dropping back to throw. It's pass, has time, dumps the ball off, caught ball. Crum's got a first down. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Here's the snap, pass looking toward the side of the call. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20-yard line. And the Seminoles are in business at the 19-yard line on first down. A.J. Westbrook intercepts the ball. And DeAndre Francois and the Seminoles with 1:56 to go and a chance to win this ball game. Moving left. Here is the snap, a good one. Francois has time, crossing route, caught ball across the 30. DJ Matthews has a first down and then some to the 39. 3rd down, 6, the mark to make us the 48-yard line from the Seminole 42. The snap, they send a blitz, gets the pass away, caught ball. It is a first down, caught ball, missed tackle to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. It's Naquan Murray to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Naquan Murray on 3rd down. What a catch and run by Nooney. And in 5 plays, Francois completes a pass to Naquan Murray, who zigzags and takes it to the promised land. Three-man rush, 7 coverage, dropping back pass dropping, throws a pass upfield. It is incomplete. Knowles will win this ball game. It may have been a pick by Stanford Samuels.
Yep, he's giving us the ball.
Florida State gets the ball. This game is over. Florida State defeats Louisville 28-24. 3 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter. And FSU comes from down 21-7 at halftime to beat the Louisville Cardinals on their home field.
Coach, much has been talked about regarding the decision by Louisville to throw the football in that situation, but you have to credit A.J. Westbrook for being ready to make a play.
For me personally, that was awesome because all week I'm in A.J.'s ear in the secondary telling him to watch the quarterback and look for certain things, and then sure enough, he said he saw the quarterback and tight end talking before that play, and he knew like if they throw the football, he'd be ready, and sure enough, they threw it, and it was great because he was still locked into the game and understanding what was going on, and for him to make that play was huge.
It leads to the game-winning touchdown, 28-24, your first road victory at FSU, your first ACC win, and your reward as you get to play Miami.
I love it.
We'll talk about that matchup with the Canes when we come back on Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome into Inside the Headset. I'm Catherine Phillips alongside defensive ends coach Mark Snyder. Coach, 29 years of experience in this game, most recently special teams coordinator at Michigan State. Why FSU?
Because FSU was very, very special. Had an opportunity to come with a bright young football coach who's done good things along the way, have a chance to learn another way. And again, this is Florida State.
You've had a lot of stops in those 29 years, USF, Ohio State, Marshall. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned in all of those experiences?
Kids are changing constantly, as the generations go. Nowadays kids got to be able to trust you, and that's the challenge, that's the fun part. They keep you young.
Well, and in dealing with so many different personalities on a team, how do you approach getting those kids to trust you?
Well, I think it's a process, and I was taught a long time ago, you got to be able to walk with the kings and relate to everybody from the janitor all the way up to a king. And hopefully some of my experiences help pay that off.
Describe yourself as a coach.
Players coach. I've calmed down a little bit as I've gotten older. I've let the kids use their athletic ability a little bit more. It's not got to be my way like it was when I was young. I've learned it this way and it had to be that way. Nowadays, I give the kids input if they earn it. I let them give some input, and I've learned a lot of things from my players over the years.
So whether you have a guy for a year or 4 years, what is one thing you really hope to instill in them in their time with you?
How to be a great person, how to be a great teammate. Hopefully I teach them how to be a great husband. More so things in life than football.
One thing about yourself that people may not know.
One thing I may not know about myself. I was almost at a movie.
What movie?
We Are Marshall. I got to hang out with Matthew McConaughey for 2 months. Got to go out to LA, hang out with him a little bit, and decided not to do it. Now I wish I would have done it. Both my daughters are in the movie. I opted not to do it. I wish I would have done it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you do have 3 daughters.
Yes.
What do you think they would say about you?
I hope they would say that I'm a caring dad, a loving dad. They probably wouldn't, but I would like that. The older 2 definitely would. My 17-year-old, I'm not so sure anymore right now.
She'll get there eventually.
She'll get there eventually, yes.
All right, well, that's Coach Snyder. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kendall Herman, and I'm a student assistant for the Sports Nutrition Department here at Florida State University. Thanks to my Bright Future Scholarship, I'm able to dedicate all of my free time to the athletics department completely on a volunteer basis. This opportunity has allowed me to work alongside of our Director of Sports Nutrition, where I'm not only having fun on the sidelines, but I'm also learning a lot of valuable skills for my future career as a sports dietitian. I could not be more proud to do the work that I do, and I want to thank the Florida Lottery for funding my Bright Future.
Today's X's and O's segment is presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
3rd down, 6, the mark to make is the 48-yard line from the Seminole 42. The snap, they send a blitz, gets the pass away, caught ball. It is a first down, caught ball, missed tackle to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. It's Naquan Murray, Murray to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Naquan Murray on 3rd down. What a catch and run by Nooney.
Today's X's and O's segment is the winning touchdown in the game. You watch here, we spread out, we're in 4 wides and 3rd down, and they're bringing pressure from the field. And I thought DeAndre did a great job recognizing that. Recognize they got man coverage over here. Give a great ball to Nooney. He did a great job run after the catch here for a touchdown. Probably one of the biggest thing about this great team playing football here, where Tamario and Terry finishing the block downfield, really helping us. And that's today's X's and O's segment.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
3:30 Saturday in South Florida, the renewal of the rivalry that is Miami and Florida State. And Coach, you grew up following Florida State, so certainly you're well familiar with this rivalry. It's been one of the best in college football.
Oh, absolutely. And for both teams, I think this is where it all starts. And when you talk about the battle of the state and winning the state championship, it starts in this game. And I know growing up, for a championship, it always came between these two teams. And there were some physical games, some hard hits, and a lot of big-time plays in that game, and you expect the same thing.
I was going to say, you expect the same thing every time these teams meet. What are some overarching keys in terms of what your team's going to need to do to escape with a victory this weekend?
Well, we got to take care of the football. That's really important that we take care of the football, and then on the opposite side of it, we got to get the ball back, and try to create many opportunities for our offense. But it's going to be key that we take care of the football.
3:30 kick in South Florida. Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes coming up this Saturday. Coming up next, some final thoughts here on Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome into Garnet and Gold Grub, presented by Tico People's Gas. I'm Catherine Phillips alongside award-winning chef Travis Johnson. He's the Executive Culinary Director of Seminole Dining here on the campus of Florida State University, and he's going to walk us through a delicious tailgate recipe today. Chef, you have a little bit of a healthier option, right?
We do. So today we're making a mushroom blend burger. It's made up of 60% beef and 40% mushrooms.
Oh, wow.
And I'll walk you through how we do it.
All right.
But to go with that today, we are going to serve sweet potato fries, because you can't eat a burger without fries.
No.
But we're going to keep it healthy.
Okay.
So we start out with a traditional sweet potato and cut that down into, I like to do just small batonets or sticks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and turn on my cast iron. And what we want to do with these is just put a little color on them, but we're going to end up baking them to finish them off. And they'll be baking while we get to do all the other stuff with the burger.
Okay.
So to start out with, I'm going to put these in a bowl, and I'm going to add just a little bit of oil and a pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper. And then we're going to put these right on that hot skillet and let these cook. And these are going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and all we're looking for is to add a little color to the outside.
Now you're using natural gas, so what's the benefit of that?
Well, natural gas is going to give me the versatility, especially we're cooking everything in one cast iron pot today. And so I need a different range of temperatures. So for the sweet potato fries, I need this to be really hot. So using natural gas, I can heat up the pan quickly. I can get that good char that I want on these sweet potatoes, and then drop it back down and get it ready for the burgers that are going to go on next.
Okay.
So, all right, so you can see we've got some good color here, and that's all we're looking for is just to finish this. And we're going to drop this in the oven, and we're going to bake it on 350 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes, or until they're tender.
Get them lightly browned first.
Just slightly brown,
Okay.
yeah. Give them a little bit of color. Drop those in the oven, and I'm going to turn the gas down. And next, we're going to talk about our burgers. So these are exciting. We mentioned that they're a mushroom and beef blend.
And I heard you have a story about the mushrooms.
I do. So we're working with a lot of different mushrooms today, but they come from a local farm. So at Seminole Dining here at FSU, we adopted a local mushroom farm in Quincy, Florida. It's really cool. If you drive out to the farm, you'll see a sign that says, Seminole Dining grows here.
Oh my gosh.
It's really cool. So in the fall, we took some students out to the farm who spent the entire day picking mushrooms. We picked over 100 pounds. We were tired and we thought that was a lot. We found out it was not. But you know, to kind of wrap that story up, when we came back to campus, we invited all the students, and chefs prepared a menu with all the different mushrooms. And we were able to talk about the day at the farm, discuss what was going on with the local farmers and how to grow for Seminole Dining. And it's just a really incredible story all the way around.
So when you said that there's a bunch of different kinds of mushrooms in there, what do you have?
So from the farm, we have shiitakes, we have oysters, and we have traditional button mushrooms.
Okay.
And those are the three prominent mushrooms that are grown at the farm in Quincy. And you can see, for example, they're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And they're fragrant, and there's a lot of aromatics. Now, you wonder, how do I get those into the burger and make the burger still stay together? Well, what you see here turns into this. And what you need to do is, in a food processor, or if you're really good with a knife, chop those up really, really fine, and then mix them into your burger meat.
Because that almost looks like ground up meat.
It does, and it tastes that way too. And one of the great things about the burger is, we know that mushrooms hold water well, and so it makes that burger just naturally more juicy and have a lot more flavor to it.
Oh wow.
All right, I think the burgers are ready to be flipped. Don't they smell wonderful?
They do.
Have really good color to it. And you can see how moist they're staying, and a lot of that is to attribute to the mushrooms that we're doing on there. All right, so we have our brioche buns. I'm gonna go ahead and toast these while we're letting the rest of the burger cook. And then I don't know about you, but I like to finish my burger with, I like cheddar cheese. So we're gonna
anything and everything.
So we're gonna finish it with cheddar cheese today, some baby arugula, and some heirloom tomatoes that are also a local item. So these buns are toasting. We're gonna add the cheese to the burger. You gotta melt the cheese on the burger. I think that's definitely a key. A good toasted bun and good melted cheese make a burger really what it is.
That's the key to a perfect burger.
I think so. All right. Look at that. Turn this down. Let's go ahead and top these off. I'm gonna put our heirloom tomatoes on. And the tomatoes and arugula are just gonna really complement that burger blend already and just make it that much better. All right, and I like to take it and just kind of crumple it up a little bit and drop it right on top. Now, does that look like a good looking burger?
That looks perfect.
Now that the burgers are done, before we taste them, remember we have the sweet potato fries baking in the oven. Wow, those look really, really good. Drop those in the middle here. Good color, lots of flavor. What do you say we try this?
Let's do it.
All right. How is it?
You can't even tell there's mushrooms.
It's real good. I'm gonna try the fries.
Love it.
Yep.
For full details on this recipe and more information on how you can incorporate natural gas at home, at your business, or at your next tailgate event, log on to peoplesgas.com/cooking.
Coach, I want to ask you a special teams question real quick regarding the muffed punt and just how your team or how teams in general handle that. Really, it seemed to me more unfortunate than anything because it was such a poor punt. There really wasn't a lot that you could do.
Well, I think what's got to happen is our punt returner's got to help our guys running down the field. He's a guy that's got to scream out and point that the ball is short. So the guys running down and looking at him, they can see it and run away from the ball. You know, and our DJ didn't do a great job of just waving them off and telling those guys where to run. And that's one of those things we got to learn from. And the next time out, he did a great job of doing it. But it's got to be that way every single time to help them because they don't know where the ball is.
Coach, as we get back at it this week and get ready for Miami, I know you'll continue to work and emphasize running the football. Landon Dickerson's back now, so what are some things you can do? You said the running game's going to come. I know it will, and I know you're ready to see it come too.
Mm-hmm. We will. We just got to continue to improve, you know, and look at the things of why it's not working, and sometimes it's depending on the game. If we're starting slow and where we're at, we don't get as many opportunities to run the football to allow it going. So I think it's key for us to start fast, you know, start fast and then be patient and eventually those guys with the running back, they'll take care of the ball and get the things they need to.
Sounds good. Coach, have a good week.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll have a look back at Miami and Florida State next week right here on Inside Seminole Football.
Inside Seminole Football has been brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.